PR Connections Radio presents. This podcast is brought to you by LifeWave. Ready to elevate your wellness game? Meet X39 from LifeWave.com. This game-changing patch uses phototherapy to stimulate your skin, enhancing strength and stamina by channeling your body's innate energy. Simply apply it to harness infrared heat, naturally boosting your vitality. Want to learn more? Visit www.lifewave.com/Vern Dixon and step into a healthier, more active lifestyle today.
Good afternoon, good morning, or good day. It is an awesome day, and I apologize for that delay there for a second. Got so many things going that which way is up? Which way is up? Anyway, I'm so happy that you're here today. It's absolutely awesome. So basically, what I wanted to do today is talk about my health and talk about why I'm there, how I feel, and offer you an opportunity to participate as well. As you see that my show is sponsored by LifeWave, which I put that up, and hopefully you're able to take advantage of that advertising piece and go into the site, see what's there, look around, and kind of get an idea of some of the things that's going on, how easy it is to order product, how easy it is to become a partner and earn income from the product, and just how awesome this product and opportunity has been for me. And so, again, I wanted to give you an update. For those of you who aren't aware of my voyage into this to where we are today. And I talk about the health and different health products that are out there, whether I'm using them or not. If I find that there are benefits from other products and services, and I know that there are, and I mean this, I don't have the solution to everything, and there's other things out there that handles health issues in a different way. I have chosen this way to do it because I have gone through some of those others in getting to this point. My issue started quite a while ago. I mean, I was basically, for the last few years, I've been looking for, maybe more than the last few years, I've been looking for an opportunity to relieve the pain in my back. Back in the days, I mean, I need to go back there, but I had an operation L5S1, a laminectomy on my back. And so it has never 100% been pain-free. And I have had different levels or versions of pain for years that I've been trying to resolve to the point where when you're looking for things to kind of help your body, I got really excited about stem cells and exosomes. Exosomes is the concentrated offering from a stem cell environment, the active ingredient, I guess, if you want to call it that. So those injections, as it were, are extremely expensive. The evaluation that I had, I needed 6 injections. And at the time that I got my first injection, it was $5,000. And so, okay, if you multiply that 5,000 times 6, it was way out of my range in terms of relieving the issue that I was suffering with and had been suffering with for quite a while. What was nice about that $5,000 initially was that the doctor gave me an opportunity to make payments. And so I, for a month or so, a couple months, over that time, having that injection and making that payment but I couldn't see myself continuing down that road with the other 5 that I needed. And so I've looked for other options in terms of doing that. There was a company here in Las Vegas that was looking at the option of promoting stem cells to doctors. And so, me being a sales rep for that organization, I would have been able to get my injections at a discount. So I was all for that. Needless to say, some things didn't quite work out. And so that never came totally to fruition. And so still looking for different options. And so, again, having a couple of other evaluations and looking for options for that stem cell, because stem cells, if you don't know, and you should know, obviously the stem cells that what make up your body. And the thing that I've been researching to this point in terms of what they are at my age, at my age, and I'll be 80 in September 3rd. If you want to send me funds or vacation schedules, that kind of thing, I'm all for it. But anyway, at my age, my cells have almost stopped working, period. I mean, 90%, I've lost 90% of the functions in most of the cells in my body at the time before I started doing these things, trying to reverse the clock, as it were, and become a better person, better, more active person. Because that's who I am initially. I mean, I'm always out there doing things and going to events, meeting people and having a good time. Well, there's a couple of things that stopped that from happening. My 5th knee replacement was another one. So I guess you can tell over the years, from me being a little bitty kid or whatever, or when I first got injured my back until this particular time, I have been looking for ways to stay healthy. And I'm sure most people are looking for ways to stay healthy. What got me to this company was that in looking for the pain issue, I was also having a gut issue at the time, months ago. Couldn't keep anything down. Everything that I put down just came up. I just was not having a good time trying to get nutrition in this body. And I went through several different iterations of products and services to try to support that. I'm a veteran, so my VA doctors gave me a prescription, and that prescription didn't work. And my regular doctor that I'd had for years, gave me a prescription, and that didn't work. And so, with a couple of these companies that have this type of outside marketing groups, as it were, trying a couple of those, because I've been doing this type of sales for many, many moons. And so there have been a couple of companies that I've gone through in terms of being able to use a product or a service that helps on the cellular level. When I found out about LifeWave and I started using the patches, my stomach issue cleared up. I started feeling better. And actually, my stomach issue started to clear up in a company before this called BioLimitless. Had a product that aided in the cellular side. So this particular product aided in the digestive tracts as well. And so I started improving from that perspective. However, when I started using LifeWave product, not only is this a product that helps you from a cellular level, but it has a lot of other things that you have the ability to improve yourself with. Glutathione, your telomeres, your aging issues, all of those things can be affected by these patches. And so as I'm using this, I'm going, God, I feel so much better. I feel good enough that I want to start talking to people again. But since I've had that 5th knee operation, replacement, it became a little bit more difficult for me to get out and participate in things as often as I was. So I said, well, maybe I can start a podcast. And so hence, that's what the podcast is for. And it helps me do that because I have the energy and the motivation to do that. And not only that, but between the time I paid for my first stem cell injection, I've gotten involved in some different companies that are launching now. And so I was with those companies for a couple of years in some cases, and a year and one, to say 3, 2, and 1. As a matter of fact, the 3 companies that are really providing some financial support for me right now. And so that's why I decided to put these 2 things together. The LifeWave product and the other products that if folks need income, my company, VM Enterprises, is basically started focusing on what we call Plan B options. And I started focusing on Plan B options, going from business to business to Plan B, and giving options in terms of other areas of the industry where you can generate some income, is because of COVID. When that happened, nobody was able to go out and do anything. And so I began to look for opportunities that I could offer folks that they didn't have to leave their house necessarily, but they could generate income. So that began to take off as well. So I guess bottom line is that the excitement that I have now, I want to continue to share with you. But first of all, I want to talk to you a little bit more about the stem cells and what they're doing. And if you're familiar with copper peptides and those kind of things, there's been a lot of advertisement talking about copper peptides and the copper peptides. And I think I did that presentation on copper peptides. That was on the 19th earlier this month. And so I'm looking at making sure that I cover the bases here. And that keeps you, that helps reverse the aging issue. And that's one component of it. It just helps it overall. But my main patch that I use from LifeWave is the X39. X39, and if you'll see a lot of promotions on that right now on Facebook and some of the other areas. And this little patch is just an amazing little patch. And so every day I take this patch and put it on the back of my neck on the 17th joint up at my neck bone. And so this is one that I'll be using the rest of my life because it's an overall patch that helps every cell in the body contributes to regenerating those cells. Like I say, at my age, my cells aren't functioning the way that they used to when I was 20, 30 years old. None of us do. But with that in mind, I'd like to help you understand a little bit more about how how X39 really works. So I'm going to have this doctor do an explanation of how this patch works and what its real capabilities are. And so I'm going to have Dr. John Harmon explain some things to you.
My name is Dr. John Harmon, and I've been asked to give you a brief explanation of the X39 stem cell activation patch, what it does, and how it works. So the X39 stem cell activation patch I've been using for about 20 months now. It is truly reversal of age when worn over a longer period of time. I am almost 70 now. My actual hair color has changed. It has gotten a lot darker. It used to be a lot more gray. And it's kind of fun, not something that I was seeking. The real benefits have come internally as far as my health is concerned, and I feel at least 15 years younger. So how did that happen? The intriguing part of the X39 is not only the simplicity, but the genius of how they were created. This little patch right here, I'll show it to you. It's like a little Band-Aid, and you can see the whitish part on the inside. I'm going to be telling you about those crystals. This is a new form of crystal structure that the inventor developed, and I'll tell you specifically how that works, why that is. David Schmidt invented a way to repurpose the energy we are already making in our body. Isn't that crazy? We are emitting photons of light and far infrared, near infrared, and other biophotons out into the room around us. David Schmidt figured out how to specifically reflect back in portions of those biophotons and frequencies back into our body after figuring out several things. One, which parts of those frequencies would actually activate certain pathways in our body. So then he had to figure out, how can I get that back into the body? So he invented a new form of crystal structure. The crystal structure, we call it a crystal lattice structure, in the patch is made of amino acids, salts, sugars, stabilized oxygen. It's patented proprietary information, but each patch has a different combination that reflects back a different frequency. It's almost as if you have a dial and you can dial it. Okay, now I want to make more stem cells. This is what happens when you place that patch anywhere on the body. It starts to signal your body to create more of a signaling molecule that we used to make more of when we were younger, speaking for myself and others close to my age, but it starts to decline. It's called the GHK copper peptide. It's a signaling molecule. It repairs 4,200 of our genes. It has marvelous effects in the body for wound healing, skin smoothing, hair regrowth, lung protective, anti-cancer, very good for the cardiovascular system, and many more. And you can find all kinds of information about this GHK copper peptide on PubMed, on the National Institute of Health. All you got to do is type in, you can just Google it, GHK copper peptide. All kinds of research will come up. This is what gets elevated in our bloodstream when we wear the patch. One of the benefits is that it activates production of what are called pluripotent stem cells, PLURI, potent stem cells. Those are basically non-differentiated cells, meaning they're kind of in the, forgive me for using this term, embryo form, in that they can become any cell in the body that needs to be replaced or repaired. So stem cells are the regenerative crew. They go about the body. They're attracted to inflammation because that's where bad things are happening. They can become another cell. It stimulates regeneration and repair in our body. If we can do that over a sustained amount of time, then our cells don't die off so quickly. They stay young and healthy longer. And now we have a situation where you have reverse aging. It's not just anti-aging that these stem cells are all about. Stem cell injections, on the other hand, are either extracted from your bone marrow or blood or somehow, but you're still getting your old stem cells. These are not brand new pluripotent stem cells. Or they can be extracted from the umbilical cord of a recent birth and you're getting somebody else's stem cells, which brings up a whole different category of issues that I personally don't want to deal with. When you activate your own stem cells, your body is making and reversing the age of your stem cells and making new stem cells so that they can go throughout the body and do that. So the key factors here that I want you to remember are the crystal lattice structure that's in that patch reflects back certain narrow bands of frequencies back into the body that activate production of that peptide that activates your production of your own brand new pluripotent stem cells. This is why we call it the stem cell activation patch. They do not have stem cells in them. Nothing goes from the patch into the body. It's a sealed polyester sleeve. It is not a transdermal patch. It's non-latex. It simply sticks to the body. Anywhere on the body will do. It's like wearing a Band-Aid. Grandma can remember to put that on her body to help her get well and maybe do a little reverse aging there. Over 90 studies have been done on the patches, and the company had to prove to the US Patent Office that it does indeed, through blood tests, it does indeed raise the GHK copper peptide in the bloodstream. I encourage you to reach out to the person who invited you to watch this video about how these work. Get one of these stem cell activation patches on your body, start reversing your own age, repairing your body. Most people will start to feel something shift inside of their body within the first 30 days. The rest feel it sometime after 2 months. My big shift didn't come till about 4.5 months. I encourage people to know and use these for a decade for each, 1 month for each decade of their life to get full regeneration. And when you get to that point, you know, the aging process marches on. You can either continue to use the reversal aging stem cell activation patches or not. For me and my family, we choose to continue to use them, and we'll continue to use them for the rest of our lives to help us look and feel the best that we possibly can. So, stem cell activation patches, get them on your body. And I want to encourage you to reach out to the person who sent you to this video. Hopefully we'll see you again sometime.
And thank you for watching that. I mean, again, thank you about this 39. It's an overall stem cell activator, generally worn on the back of the neck. I have, over the few months that I've been dealing with this, looking for different things to improve. I mean, when I'm looking at the my pain issue that I've been dealing with, there's a product from they call it LifeWave, and basically it's a 2-patch system, and it gives you one that you basically wear on the left side of your body, and then you get another one that you kind of ride on the right side of your body. And basically what that means is that you're trying to put these patches on places. If you're familiar with acupuncture, there are certain locations on your body where it's effective. And so these patches are placed generally in those areas. In other words, you affect different issues, right? Not only just trying to be energetic and whatever, but since I've been involved in this, and people ask me, does it help cancer? Does it do cataracts? Does it help this, that, and the other? And so I look for testimonials, and when I find the testimonials relating to something that these people are dealing with, and I'm not going to say it cures anything, but I'm saying that, for instance, lady had cataracts of glasses, and so now she no longer wears her glasses. Her cataracts are gone. Her hair changed color, went back to what it normally was as she was younger. And there are people who doing different things that verify the effectiveness of these patches. Before I run out of town, there's one other thing that's the newest component of this LifeWave technology. And that's the water that we drink. I mean, it was just absolutely blowing my mind when they said that the doctor could trap light in your water. And that water works from the inside of your body and gives you the energy and then the improvement and the support you need. So I've got a quick video for that. So I want to make sure that you take a look at that as well.
Water sustains life, but what if it could do more than hydrate? What if it could deliver light directly into the body? Introducing the LifeWave X20 Water Technology System, the first and only water technology system that infuses water with light. LifeWave X20 is a category-defining technology that transforms how we experience water through the power of light. Using patented light infusion technology, it energizes every drop of water you drink, releasing light into the body and making it available internally in a way never before possible. Every drop is transformed before it reaches your glass. The result is hydration optimized at the cellular level, supporting metabolism and nutrient absorption, supporting bioelectrical activity, energy levels, and circulation, enhancing wellness and vitality. For many, the impact feels immediate. Results in seconds, helping to optimize key physiological functions, with some reporting effects occurring within seconds of consumption. And through hydrogen infusion, delivering antioxidant properties that support the body's natural defenses. When hydration works at the cellular level, you feel it where it matters, in how you move, in how you perform, and in how you recover. Designed to amplify the benefits of LifeWave's non-transdermal patches and Cellergize supplements, it becomes a powerful part of your daily wellness routine. You drink it, you feel it. A new era in cellular hydration, powered by light. LifeWave X20.
I'm happy that they mentioned that Cellergize. They have they had two versions of that. When I say two versions, they have one that you take in the morning and then the one that you take an hour before you go to bed. So it helps it just has your body working to correct itself and bring you back to ultimate health. And that's what I'm excited about because I feel so much better. I feel like I can, if it wasn't for my leg, I could run a mile or whatever. But I mean, I have a machine, a cardiovascular machine, that kind of thing. And so I do walk and I do exercises. And so I wasn't doing that before, but I have the energy and the motivation to do that. I have the energy and the motivation to hang out with my grandkids, of which, if you haven't been here before, I have 7 grandkids. The baby is 5, she'll be 6 this year. And the oldest one is 16. He just turned 16 this year. And so between the two, I've been on the floor, been up on the table, been doing different things, not up on the table dancing or anything, but on the table drawing, that kind of a thing. But the issue is talking about being on the floor. If you're down on the floor playing games with the kids, you want to be able to get up. That's very important to me. I don't want to have to struggle getting up. And so my direction in terms of managing my health, in other words, keeps me excited. I do have a sleeping issue, and I just took one of the products for sleeping, and basically it just increases your melatonin and it helps your body generate natural melatonin. And my pain issue is chronic, so that's going to take a little bit. I'm going to be in the category of taking this for 1 month for every 10 years that I've been around. And so I've got a few more months before I reach the 8-month portion of it. But I have to tell you that my pain has been reduced. It's not gone, but my pain is reduced. My energy is there. I feel better. I exercise and I do things now that I wasn't doing before. And so I'm excited. And that's why I'm here to share things with you. I've got some other patches that I use here. The 49 that helps with my muscular energy, that kind of thing. And after I exercise, that helps with that. And then I have one that is basically age related. So trying to help me do remove the wrinkles from my skin and just help me have better skin overall. So basically what I'm saying is I do the inside and I do the outside. And so between the two, that gives me the energy and the motivation to talk to you about earning income. And so this not only helps you with your health, but you can also earn income from it as well. And the EXO machines for that water, they've been out a few months now, and we keep selling out. And so now we just got a new batch in. And so if you're interested, give me a call. Let's talk about it and see what we can do for you. But in the meantime, it looks like our day is gone. And I appreciate you being here. And I just really wish you the best in life. And like I always say, continue to be healthy, wealthy, and wise, and continue to be blessed. And also to say that the best is yet to come. Take care. Look forward to seeing you sometime real soon. So be blessed. Bye-bye.
PR Connections Radio thanks you for watching this podcast. Check out more episodes of this show and our others at prconnectionsradio.com.